Hi, I'm Chris from Connexus Energy. I am a meter technician here. We are your community energy partner. And today we're going to try to show you how to look at your My Account information, which is on the Connexus Energy website. If you log in there and log into the My Account, and you'll see what we're looking at right here. This information comes directly from the meter, and it will tell you where your power is going. I know a lot of people have questions. They say, why is my bill too high? Why all of a sudden did my bill spike? Well, we can try to get to the bottom of those things today in this video. One of the things you're going to want to know is what the load is on your house. And the way you do that is you go to your circuit breaker panel and you look inside there, and it should have written on the door what each circuit serves. That's important because a lot of the high energy appliances that your house might have, you may not know you have it. You may have an electric water heater and you think it's gas. At any rate, you want to go there and find out what the loads are. So once you get to the Connexus home screen, you can navigate to your My Account. And this is the screen you'll see, something very much like this. This is showing you your meter's actual usage. There's a lot of different things you can do on here. You can hover over each bar and it gives you information. Down below there's a graph that shows you your usage over time. In this case, I've got back from 2014 to 2025. So we're looking at my personal information here. So this is my actual meter, actual usage, and you're seeing all the electricity that my meter has delivered to my house, I should say. When I'm helping people understand their electric bill, I like to put down here, there's these 4 comparisons, so I can pick a temperature. So I like to put average temperature on there. Looking at the bar graph you're looking at is the billing bar graph. So that's what I was billed every month since March of 24 to November 25. So as you see the temperature go up, you see my bill is higher, and that's because my air conditioner is running, and I have some other electric appliances that are running that drive my bill up in the summertime. In the winter, the temperature goes down, and so my air conditioner is not being used, and I have another heater that for a pool that's not being used. So that's why you see temperature is a good thing to put on there, because you can see that if the temperature goes up and your usage goes up, you must have air conditioner. Maybe you've got window air conditioners, you'll see that on there. And then in the wintertime, when the temperature goes down, if your usage goes up in winter, well, then you must have some sort of heating, electric heating. So those are just things to look for. So if you click on this pull down and you click on daily, now I'm looking at daily usage. So it really narrows down the times that you can actually look at your usage. So if I hover over one of them, so this is July 21st of 2025. And right in the middle there, you see the blue and the yellow. Well, the blue is just another meter that I have, and that's for a pool heater. So obviously in the summertime, July, that pool heater is using a lot of electricity. And the yellow is my regular house meter. So most of you are just going to have one meter, and so you'll just see 1 meter's usage on here. If I go to a day in November, well, now I have no air conditioning because it's cold, and there's obviously no pool heater. So I'm just looking at my residential meter here. And here I have a day's usage, 12 hours of usage. So you can hover over each one of these, and you can see when maybe you turn the stove on. Maybe you got an electric stove, electric oven, and around 5 o'clock in the afternoon, your usage goes up. Well, that's because you turned on the oven or the stove. So there's a lot of useful information here. And there's another one I like to use, another one of these, and it's bill period average. So this line is going to show me the average usage that my home uses over time. So you can see in the summer when my AC is running, my average goes up. But I'm going to pick just a time in November. So here, if I hover on that blue line, which is the average, the bill average per day, remember up here in the corner, I'm daily. So per day, I'm using 26 kilowatt hours. So if you suddenly see that even though it's November and you suddenly have a spike, like let's say your bill average goes way up and you didn't change anything, well, then you could say that, well, maybe someone left a heater on, or maybe you have a well and the well is running all the time, or maybe you have a septic pump and that's running all the time. But this is a good tool to see, to make sure that your house is staying in line with itself and that you're not seeing anything unusual. So now this orange one here is showing me a neighborhood average of people that live around me. I live out in the country, so I don't know that it's real accurate, but I think it works pretty well. I know when I look at homes that are in the city that I go and check, this works really well because most of them are pretty much the same. They got the same square footage roughly, and it gives a good indication of whether or not someone is running more than the average person is. And so this is a good tool to use to see whether or not you're using more than the average. And if you are, well, maybe you got something left on from winter, or maybe something left on from summer, or maybe you have an appliance that's not running well and it's very inefficient. Those are things that you can look at. I had bought myself a new air conditioner in May of 23. So I wanted to see if I saved any money by buying a new air conditioner. My old one was 20 years old. It still worked. But anyway, I went on the graph and I went back to September of 2022 when I had my old air conditioner. And the green here is my residential meter, which has my air conditioner on it. And I was billed 3,484 kilowatt hours. Now, then I got my new air conditioner, and I go back to September of 2023. Average temperature is 96 degrees, and I was billed with my new air conditioner 1,741 kilowatt hours. So that's a difference of about 1,700 kilowatt hours. And it comes out to about just over $200. So I paid $200 less that month than I did back in 2023 by buying a new air conditioner. So I really like this graph. It really helps me understand my usage. It helps me see that if I buy a new appliance, a new electrical appliance, I can see if I use less or more. So far, I'm really satisfied with it, and I think it's a lot of help here. If you have any questions, you can give a call to our customer service line, and they can help walk you through this if I didn't cover something that you wanted to see. Otherwise, it's a very good tool, and I recommend you look at it.